whipping excursion.
Yes, guys, welcome back to the channel. We've got a special one for you today. So this is CEO on Cards, and we've got our man Hoodstig here.
Yes, bro.
Welcome to the channel, my bro.
Oh, good, bro.
How you doing,
good.
anyway?
I'm blessed, man. I'm living life, man.
Well, that's good,
Race
man.
cars.
So on the podcast, we're gonna just go into everything, how Hoodstig began his YouTube channel and how he's got to where he's got to today. So shall we just dive into it and just
Dive into it, bro. The fans want to know, so let's see.
let's show them what everything's about. But yeah, so you know, let's start with the easy one. How did you come up with the name Hoodstig?
Okay, that is the question that everybody likes to know. So, I'm brought up in a background where, from the hoods.
Yeah.
We all know Birmingham. It's a shady areas, good areas, but most of it they call Birmingham dodgy areas. So because I'm born in Birmingham, it's just a hard upbringing in the hood. Like, to make your money, you gotta like grind. You gotta.
It's hard out here, man. 100%.
It's proper hard. So everybody knows, obviously, like people that are like brought up like in a council estate area, or however you want to say it.
Yeah.
So I worked in the paper round when I was in like year 5, year 6. Got jobs. I'm constantly working.
So you grinded from really early,
literally. And like I was brought up in a rough area as well.
Can you say what area?
I'd see like stolen cars. I've seen like police chases in front of my house, not one but multiple times. I've seen gang members fight in front of my house.
You're in the ghetto then, man?
I'm brought up in areas where it's just literally like ghetto non-stop. So I've always liked watching Top Gear every Sunday, 8 p.m.
Same.
And my most favourite person in Top Gear is the Stig.
Yeah.
So I was like, who is the Stig? Because everybody really wants to know, but they never like. Everyone wants to know, but it's like a conspiracy. But when they find out, when they done Michael Schumacher, I was like, that's not him. Can't be him.
Yeah.
So now I thought, I like the Stig, but I'm from the hood, so why not call it Hoodstig? So I've been brought up in the hood areas, ghetto areas. I like the Stig and I like driving, and which we'll lead on to that later on in the video. Why we call it Hoodstig? But that's the real reason. Hoodstig, from the hood. I like the Stig driver, and that's it.
No, definitely. From your videos, you can tell you are definitely the Hoodstig man.
Kinda. We try to.
I see you drifting on the V roads.
It's good. I think with me with cars, I think it comes to a point where it's what keeps my adrenaline going. They say when you're like driving fast, like it keeps you alive.
It definitely does.
When I'm driving, it's the only time when I drive fast, I'm like getting the most.
You actually feel it. I was saying.
Yeah. So
people have drugs, people do all this and that, but my outlet is cars, man, and just sending it and having fun with them.
Definitely, man. So that's that, man.
So do you want to dive back into your childhood? So you grew up in obviously rough areas in Birmingham. Have you made it out the hood then now?
I think I can't say I'm out the hood. They say if you get someone out the hood, you can't get it out of them. But I'd like to say to myself that I want to get away from it as much as I can. Well, I feel like I have, because I'm not like seeing the bad stuff around me happen. I'm living out the area. Like the unit that we got here now, it's not in a hood area where you'll get like criminal stuff happening or this and that happening. It's out the area of Birmingham. So that's why for me now, because where we operate, it's not in the heart of Birmingham. Yeah. So I'm not surrounded by the people that
ain't got those
like,
crowds around here.
It's not. They don't just call it the hood because of all the bad stuff, but it's a rat race, and so people that are in that rat race environment, they're in the hood because they're trying to like work and get out of it, so they're not in the rat race right now. So I'd say I'm not out the hood yet. I'm not in the rat race. I'm still in the rat race. That's what we do on YouTube. Hopefully YouTube will pay off and I can get out the hood officially. But I'll say I'm still in there, but that's it.
Nah, fair enough. So what got you into YouTube then?
So YouTube.
You've been doing it for how long now? Is it
about 4 years now. Officially about 4 2019.
Years? Oh, fair enough.
April. Can you believe I remember that? But
that's quite a long time, 4 years.
It is a long time, and I'll explain why it was a long time. So obviously going back to the first video, I've always been into cameras. I've always been into like
Yeah,
trying to record,
things.
and like before that, I was into like documenting like life, fitness, anything.
Yeah.
And but cars for me was one of the biggest things, and I feel like everybody's doing reviews, everyone's doing like drag racing, everyone's doing their own little thing. And 4 years ago, it wasn't as big. There was Monkey London, there was Living Life Fast, DMO, and then I just thought to myself like, these guys are that normal people start making videos, and they made it into their full-time job.
Yeah.
And I've always loved being behind the camera. Like I've always just started vlogging and showing my journey, and it's a bit of a motivation as well, because when you're seeing when you first started off and you're leveling up to better cars, better areas, because when we first started off the YouTube channel, I had no unit, it was in a driveway, it was only like 1-2 cars, and now we've got all of this. And I am gonna say it's because of YouTube, because it's constantly giving me the motivation to like keep pushing, level up, and just constantly go up and beyond. So going back to your question about what was the question?
What got you into the YouTube?
Yeah, so that's it. I think my biggest thing is to inspire people, keep me motivated to see how far I can take it, and just give back to the people. One of the biggest motivations to give back to the people.
Let people chase their dreams. Yeah,
that's it. I'm a dream chaser. Yeah, literally.
For me, I watched Ricky from Living Life Fast. So I've seen something he said, so I get to have my own TV channel and I get paid for it. And he said that at one point, and then I thought that resonated with me. I was like, you know what, I can get paid for doing something I love, and I love cars, and what's better than recording journey with cars and stuff.
That's mad.
So that's what kind of got me into YouTube as well.
That's mad. It's funny you say that, but carry on, sorry.
Yeah, no, but my background is accounts, so it's boring as hell. So
mad.
Being able to do this is an outlet for me, and I enjoy this.
Mad. Okay, I'll probably give you a bit of a background. So, obviously, secondary school, my first job was paper round. So I was a paper boy, delivering paper at 7 a.m. in the morning, and then go to school. And school wasn't really like, I didn't really enjoy school, because like getting paper, writing, it just wasn't for me. I'm quite hyperactive, you can see in the videos that I do. So I would rather like do things that I'm passionate about. So I don't want to I am working a 9-to-5 job right now, so
fair enough.
But my biggest motivation is to get out of that rat race and do something that I'm really passionate about. So Definitely. Going back to what you said about Ricky, do a TV show but get paid for it as well. It's an opportunity for us to make the dreams become a reality.
Yeah,
so
100%.
That's what the biggest inspiration. So yeah, so you said a question about what did you ask about Ricky? Did you say?
I was gonna say So you obviously, the way I saw you first on YouTube was you did some content with Ricky, didn't you?
Yeah.
So how did that come about, and how was that as well?
So obviously one of my biggest like dream cars I got many dream cars, but one of the biggest one when I was young was to get a Skyline pushing big power. Because ever since there was a video on YouTube where there's a HKS R33 Skyline that does 8 seconds and a quarter mile. I was probably like 10 years old back then. That was back in the 90s. So when I seen that, I was like, that's what I need to get at. That's what I really want to achieve. I'll be in mind, when I was younger, I always doubt myself. And a lot of people do doubt themselves, that you can't achieve what you're going to get.
100%.
And so, like I said, paper round, corner shop. My first official job was Subway. I worked in Subway for literally in year 11 in secondary school. I was working in Subway.
You've done the grind from a very young age, man.
Literally, like, because it was tough. It was tough because, you know, trying to get a job in the city centre. There was a time where I was handing out CVs everywhere in the city centre, and none of them got back to me. So that's why I had the opportunity to get a job in Subway. That was my first job, and I thought I'd just stick to it. And so saved up my money, moved on to, like, after Subway, went to college. After college, I went to university. Graduated in accounting and finance.
Same background.
You're accounting as well?
I did accounting and finance as well,
Man, well, real numbers, bro.
That's it, man.
So, but although I do my job is similar to what I do now, like auditing and like doing numbers and stuff, and I like numbers. I'm a numbers guy. I don't enjoy it. I just do it because it's a job. It pays the bills. But cars is what I really like enjoy. I'm passionate
This is
about.
the passion, isn't it? Yeah.
So going back to what I said about like the dream about getting the dream car about the Skyline. So the minute I saved enough money, got a full-time job, I believe. I'm going to fast forward it, but I had S13 was my first JDM car.
Okay.
And then it was an S14, which we still have.
Okay.
And then, as you guys will probably know, but
You
you've
had
probably
an
seen the
R32,
video.
didn't you?
So there's a guy called Eric Banner.
Yeah.
And I waited 10 years for him to sell his car because his car was the only Skyline that I really wanted. So, and then when he told me he was selling it, I just snapped it. I used my savings. I bought the car. So when I bought the Skyline, I was pretty much beyond my peak because my dream and goal was to have a Skyline high-powered, and 700 brake horsepower for me was like, whoa.
That's massive power, man.
Like, am I biting too much than what I can chew?
Yeah.
And when I officially achieved it, I was like, that's it, my dream's done. I've got a high-powered Skyline. What's next? And so then I just realised, okay, I'll do a YouTube channel. And Ricky, going back to your question, you'll have to edit it up. But Ricky messaged me saying, bro, like, I see your Skyline, boy, like, it's looking
So
mad.
you contacted him then?
Yeah. And then we met in that same week. There was a car meet.
MSL meet?
It's again MSL Armory Road. And he came down while the whole charity event was happening, and we bumped into each other again.
Yeah.
And he was like, bro, you're on it then. Should we make this video? Should we make it work? Should we collab? And I was like, oh, why not? And I've seen his videos, and I'll be honest, because he was doing well in his YouTube, it kind of like did inspire me in effect.
Yeah.
So when we met up a week after, I drove all the way to his place near London.
Yeah.
And then he's seen the Skyline. He drove it, which I'll say he's a mad driver. he's in my experience, I've never been with someone that can jump into a car that never been in before and drive and control it like mad. So
it takes a bit of time to get
I'll
used
give
to
my
a
credits. Hatch to Ricky is a driver. Like he knows how to handle.
The amount of videos he's done, he's now got experience in every type of car you can probably think of, hasn't it?
Literally, so mad. So man, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's good. Fast forward now. So after Ricky, how long did it take you to? Because this is your second unit.
So 2019, I started YouTube.
Yeah.
Went on to Ricky's channel with the Skyline. The channel went from like 1,000 subscribers to like 3,000-4,000 subscribers.
Oh, wow.
He told me, bro, make videos of the Skyline, get those videos out, get the POVs out. People want to know. I started getting the videos out, pumping the videos out. Channel was going from 3,000 to 5,000, and because I was inspired by Ricky, I started doing reviews of people's cars and went to 10,000 subscribers, I believe, or somewhere near that. And then I was like every weekend I was going out, jumping into people's cars, seeing their whip, and something was missing. I was like, I'm enjoying other people's rides, their pride and joy. So when lockdown happened, I took a step back because I couldn't go out anywhere to see people's cars. And I thought, I should be enjoying my pride and joy, the cars that we get, we can customize it and we can enjoy it and show people the journey. So in that, I took a 1-year gap of YouTube. I thought, you know what we need to do is do what we're supposed to at the first place. Get the cars that we want to get, customize it, show the journey, and document it. So took a year gap. 2021 or 2022, we jumped back onto YouTube. We started buying cars left, right, centre.
Was that, at that point you got the unit then?
Yeah.
So how many cars did you have then? Because I know you reached 35 cars, man. That's crazy.
It is mad. It is mad because so in that lockdown moment when we re-strategized the plan of YouTube, we went from 2-3 cars to literally in a space of like 3-4 months straight to 30 plus cars.
Oh wow.
We when lockdown was happening, like obviously people weren't working, we were working from home, and like the car stuff on auctions were going crazy, they're going bonkers, and like some of the cars were going cheap, and so
At the
About
start of lockdown, cars were going pretty cheap, weren't they?
pretty cheap.
By
so
the end of it, it had that
they
boost,
went up,
didn't
so
it? Yeah.
it kind of. I wouldn't say like it happened by coincidence. I did think to myself, hold on, I could actually like grab this opportunity. So
Yeah.
I literally bought like 4 or 5 Type R's because catalysts were jumping up and like crazy.
To make money just off the catalyst.
Yeah, literally like the catalyst itself we bought, it probably paid off half of how much we bought the car in the first place, crash damage. So 4 or 5 Type R's, we got a couple of Hondas, got a couple of German cars. Most of the cars that I got are cars that were my childhood dream cars.
Yeah.
Like we had Octavia VRS's, we had a Prelude, a couple of Type R's, like I said. And then the channel was starting to grow like crazy. Like, and it wasn't even to do with reviews, it was mainly to do with the cars that we've got on the channel, so we can actually like document things that we've got. So 30 cars, 35 cars, it was rammed up. Literally there was no space to get into the unit. I had to get cars in and out to even work on our own cars, so it got proper manic.
What was your plan with all them cars then?
So originally it was to just modify them, document them, and sell it to one of the followers that are watching. But I had too many cars, too much backlog, a bit more than I could chew.
Yeah.
And so what I ended up doing was just selling some of the cars that, even though I liked, I had to make a sacrifice. I had to sell some of the cars. And then whilst we were doing that, we were selling some of the cars that we had, which I'm going to lead on to your question, because like I said, we started off in a unit that had no electric, no water.
Just a shell, basically.
It's literally a shed. It's literally a shed. And we just kind of like worked in the shed with the cars that we've got. No lifts, no nothing. Just with the Halfords, jack.
Jack and no way.
And I'm literally getting underneath the car and working on cars non-stop. And that was basically the story every weekend, just chasing that passion.
So what year would you say that was? So after YouTube 2019?
That was, I'd say, 2021. So after the shed.
Did you have space outside to store cars as well?
Say again?
Did you have space outside to store cars as well?
Yeah, it was literally, like if you do get clips, to the front of the fence of the entrance, the cars were out of the fence. Literally, you couldn't walk into the shed. It was full beyond the capacity. And then this is the craziest thing. Went to the unit one day, to the shed, and the landlord gives a message saying, right, 2 weeks, everybody in this place has to go.
Oh, no way.
And like, it was mad.
2 weeks to...
Yeah, 2 weeks to move out, basically.
35 cars. That's
35 cars. So 2 weeks, right? It was mad. I'll admit, it was stressful, but sometimes I'm a believer of the Lord Almighty. I do practice as much as I can, practice what you preach, and I felt like it was a send from the Lord Almighty that
it happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason.
And the Lord is the best of planners.
Of course.
And so I took it as a sign that, you know what, there's going to be something better for me from this situation. If it came in a shock, like bad news, like, oh, you got 2 weeks to get rid of all your cars, you have to go. It sounds like a bad news, but I took it in a way that the Lord in a positive way. He's got better plans for me. And you know what? This is the miracle behind it. In the 2 weeks, we managed to sell like 10 of the cars. This unit that we're sitting in right now popped up out of nowhere in 2 weeks, and we are in a much better position that we were in the shed. Now we've got electric, we've got water, we've got lift, we've got space.
You've got the stuff you need to be able to work on the cars.
We've got light. I had no light.
Oh wow!
And now, like, I just felt like the Lord Almighty, like,
you got an upgrade.
Answered the call, literally, and praise be to the Almighty. Like, I just feel like the position that I'm in now, alhamdulillah, like it's beyond my dreams. I would never thought I'd be doing this before I'd done YouTube channel. I just wanted a Skyline, that's it. Now we've got Skyline, we've got Sora, We've got,
We got a whole-
the Evo build. We've got boosted Civic build. It's beyond my
We've got a
imagination.
lot of projects there.
Go
We'll go around and we'll have a look at the cars after we
Literally,
finish this stuff.
it's surreal. It's surreal,
Yeah.
man. Like, I do want to ask as well, like yourself, when you did your YouTube channel, did you think, like, what were your plans? Have you like set big goals for your?
I'm hoping, obviously, I want the channel to grow as fast, grow as much as it can. Initially, I did it to get out my 9 to 5 as well,
Mad.
because I haven't escaped it fully yet. But that is the dream, to move out the 9 to 5, have our own unit, work on our own cars more than anything.
Mad.
And then I've started the podcast to just show everyone what all
Yeah,
YouTubers and people in the same scene as us sort of go through.
That is it, man. Unity is key at the end of the day.
Yeah, of course.
And there's people that I've watched as well that done the same thing. So I was inspired by that, and so it's all about inspiring and motivating and building a community and just help each other get to where we need to be. Because I'll be honest, 9 to 5 is not the answer to achieving your passion.
It's true.
That's it.
You're going to work till you get to 65, 70,
Yeah.
and you won't even have that much left.
Yeah, literally.
Your pension's not going to pay,
Literally, I can say hand on heart, if I didn't do YouTube, I wouldn't be where I am with all
with the
this.
car stuff.
Literally, by working towards your dreams, you can achieve anything.
Yeah.
And we've achieved this so far, and I don't even know what's to come after.
Yeah, fair enough. This is just kind of the start for you as well.
It is start
the
of the
beginning for
journey,
you.
yeah.
But you get to do your dream, and you're working on boosted Civic tire. It's the dream to be able to work on.
We
on these cars.
are gonna show you some of the builds that we haven't
yeah.
even shown on the channel yet.
Okay, we're getting exclusive content today.
This is it, yeah, man. Why not, man?
Shall we dial a bit back? So,
Yeah, go on.
I know your content kind of changed because you're doing some crazy driving. You're going a bit crazy with it, yeah.
That's why sometimes if you guys are watching, I feel like wearing that helmet, so I don't want to show my face. But
no face, no case.
yeah, you stole it. So if I had a chance to go back, I would have not done the Mexico racing and everything.
Yeah.
Which for me to answer to back to like when we did before we got the shed, before we got the unit, when I was doing car reviews, I felt like I had a sense of duty and I was influencing people. Like to drive fast, like do the burnouts, send it sideways, and like get a faster car and like race and non-stop. And to mention to you guys, like I don't really like speak about my past, but before YouTube, before like just after uni, I was into racing every weekend, tracks. Before there was Insta, like before there was social media, no cameras. Lando Street, BP, Smooth Highway. There weren't no cameras there. There are cameras now, but there was no cameras. The people were sending it, like in old school 90s JDM cars. The Golf.
I remember Lando Street. That everyone park up on the side. I used to be one of those people. Park up on the side.
It's mad, isn't it?
It's crazy because it's such a narrow road, but cars would overtake cars.
It was like Fast and Furious.
It was exactly.
All the cars are parked by side, and then right at the back they were like send it. Two cars, boom, like a drag race. And then the feds would come, and then blue lights, everyone will escape like Fast and Furious. It was
legit
mad.
like Fast and Furious.
Literally.
We'd be running away.
And so I was brought up with that when I was young, so that's all I knew. So growing up, now like showcasing that before we got the unit, like I said, I felt like I was influencing that racing thing, the Mexico, and I just felt like I was doing the wrong thing.
It's not a positive message.
Because I don't know how long it's been, but I'd say it's probably been a year. It's probably been about a year now where I haven't been to a Mexico car meet. I haven't been to like any like racing or like push for racing. I tried to. I done it slowly. It didn't happen straight away. It did happen straight away, but don't get me wrong. Like I still do the verses with cars, but I do it in a safe environment. I do it on an open road, and we'll only do it to like 0 to 60 miles per hour. With the road within the speed limit parameters, and do it in a safe environment, and do it with a 1, 2, 3, and then we go, and again that's enough. We've done a comparison, and that's it, nice and safe. We don't have to go 110 miles per hour and be like, yo, I'm the winner, my car's faster than yours. It's not. Go on.
That's just ego, isn't it? When it gets to that point.
And literally, with cars, like it is one of the biggest things. Ego is there's so much danger with ego, and like, as good as it feels as being the fastest driver in the local area, there'll always be another faster driver out there.
Of course.
And so you're going to push beyond your limits, and something is going to go wrong. And like recently, there's been like accidents, there's been like crashes by young drivers.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not saying like you can get the most skillful driver. It's not the skillful driver that makes a mistake. Someone's going to pull out, and you can't stop, and bang, it's all over. It only takes one mistake, and so because of that, like it was a sign for me from the Lord Almighty, and that's why like, I just don't be involved in the Mexico racing anymore, and I just want to influence car fixing, build the journey of the passion about cars, going back to the fundamentals of getting a car, customize it the way you want to do it, not influenced by other people, and just show the journey and enjoy your pride and joy. And that's the channel right now, and that's all what we want to do, inspire the younger generation in a good way and give back. So with the Mexico and on the channel, we're doing the builds, but we're trying to do a bit of everything, but I am still doing features on cars, but I'm trying to do it within limits. I'm not trying to like jump in a car and be like, bro, send it. I just want to do it for comparison, showing a person's build so people can learn how they got to that power, how they got to the build itself. So learn about the knowledge and sharing the knowledge and showing what that car can do, but in a safe environment. We don't need to go Mexico to show a car.
Yeah, and just obviously driving like that in those kind of areas, it can lead to madness. So
it's mad.
I initially started like that. So my first few videos were kind of like 30 driver videos, and they kind of blew me up. But then I realised the repercussions to that stuff, and you don't really want to promote that. And if you want to grow the channel, I don't think that's the way forward.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
It's generally not worth it.
Some people can get to success a lot faster doing the things that could jeopardize. Not sometimes some people can get away with it, but what they don't understand is you're jeopardizing the younger generation. You can. They say when you guide a person to do a bad thing, it's as if like you've killed the whole community. But if you guide one person to do something good, it's as if you saved the whole community. So that's the message. That's what I want to do.
That mindset sits well with me. 100%. So let's dive back to what was your first car you ever had?
My first car was it's embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing. I've run road at that age, and then
Nissan Almera.
Fair enough,
1.4 litre petrol, twin cam. That was the first.
So what
car.
was your journey? So first few cars.
So Nissan Almera was the first car. Had that for about a year. Got 1 year's no claim discount.
Fair enough.
Believe it or not, after that it was a Honda Civic.
Oh no way, fair enough.
1.6 litre. VTEC, VTEC. And then after that, it was a EP3 Type R.
So you jumped up quite quick then.
Though, only Japs. I couldn't afford the insurance on that. It's so expensive. And then when I got rid of that, this is like a hack code. I got S13. Fourth car was an S13. Because it's a classic car. You could get classic insurance.
Classic insurance a lot cheaper.
Literally, like some of these cars we got now, the reason why I choose classic cars because eventually, right next to you now, there's a Supra. Literally, and in about it's going to be MOT exempt, tax exempt.
Oh no way! So it's
and the insurance will probably be 200 quid a year.
Can't go wrong with that.
Hack code for you guys. So
class car
so S13. From S13, I got S14. I really love drifting, as you can see.
I can see.
So I'm inspired by Adam LZ. I've actually met him in Ireland. And from him doing like practicing the streets to track days to now competing like with actual drifters. If there's an opportunity like that ever comes, I would do it.
You would do it.
Yeah. I'd do it.
Fair enough, man. I love drifting. Well, we bought that 130i as a drift car, but then we had the opportunity to sell it to Calvin.
That was a beautiful car.
We sold it on, but we are looking for a drift car. The Porsche is rear-wheel drive, but it's too nice to be driving it like that. So,
That's mad.
but we are hopefully going to get a drift car soon on the channel.
Big boy car though, Porsches. we'll have to see that soon.
We'll get it on your channel, hopefully.
I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, definitely. So, what do you see the future for Hoodstig now then? What do you see?
Future is just constantly upwards and onwards. Build, buy cars at a higher level standard, customize them to a higher level standard.
Yeah.
Most importantly, is buying a crash damaged car or a cheap car and building it to our own specification.
Yeah.
And then giving it back to
the subscribers.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I see you giving away the V6 A3, right?
Yeah. What the first one that we've done as well. It's not the greatest. It's not the best. This is pretty much like a just to give back because of how far we got to. We're almost at I believe 20k subscribers. I just felt like it's just time to just give back.
To give back to people.
And after that, we just want to constantly do better and better. If not giving back, I was hoping that with the cars we can even challenge ourselves that we can get a bigger expensive car and fix that, because at the moment we're only just done old cars. We haven't really touched like German cars, so I would like to expand into German cars, if not German cars, European cars, fix them, and also carry on with my personal hobbies like the boosted Civic. And I want to, if I can, put my hands into as much racing possible, so drag race, drift racing, circuit racing, and salvage cars, and just making videos of anything that can be something that no one has ever seen and give back to, share it to the guys that are watching.
Definitely, with all them avenues you can do really well, especially the salvage cars. That's like a big thing now, isn't it? There's a lot of YouTubers that have smashed it through, like Matt Armstrong.
Definitely.
He's killed it differently.
It's beautiful because the reason why it works is because you get a damaged car, and then you're working it out. People are watching. You bought something cheap, you're fixing it on the cheap, and you put a twist on it. And people like seeing something that's damaged restored. Hence restoration. Restoration builds always do well, and so
you get an end result at the end, don't you? So you see something from smashed to finished and completed.
Literally, right now with the Evo build that we're doing, the first video we dropped, it got so much attention that it is a no-brainer that's what we should be doing. We should be buying cars, and because a lot of people nowadays when they buy a car they get ripped off, and I got ripped off with the Evo build.
Oh, so you went Scotland?
Scotland,
and it's
completely a rust bucket, and we had to get a new shell for it, and so I've lost out. But what it has given me is inspiration, motivation, and for the channel to build something much better
than what it is.
And that's exactly what we're going to do.
Fair enough.
So that's the direction of the channel.
So this is a question you don't have to answer it, but does YouTube pay you now then and stuff? How does that work?
YouTube, it doesn't pay what people think that they get paid. It's a lot of hard graft. It's a lot of things that people don't really talk about behind the scenes. Like the unit is a mess right now, but you gotta you have to give up your weekends or some of your spare time that you've got. It's not easy, but I feel like YouTube right now it's not paying well or anything. When we get to a level where it'll start paying and it becomes easier and easier, it'll start paying, and eventually quit the 9-to-5 job, and then you've got all that free time, and then you just go all in.
Go all in.
That's the plan, that's the idea, and like I said, it's not going to happen overnight. If we can get through this tough stage right now, like I said, 2 years ago we were in the shed, no water, no light, no electric. It was so hard. Now with light and electricity and power, it's a lot more easier. So now just think how much more easier it's going to be.
Yeah, definitely, man.
So the beginning is always the hardest.
I see you growing, man. I see you even going maybe out of this unit as well to another unit.
Well, it's endless. The possibilities are endless.
So another question: Can people see you at any shows 2024?
Jap show is a must. I'm going to be at a Jap show drag strip. Any run what you brung, because we've got a boosted Civic. We're going to send that down the track. We're going to send the Evo down the track, and we're going to maybe send the Skyline, because we got 11 seconds on the Skyline.
Oh, that's quick, man.
I want to aim for 10 seconds. That's pretty much the goal for this summer. If I can get 10 seconds, because I always want to say the line what Vin Diesel says. 10-second car. If you got a 10-second car, you're knocking doors down.
You know, with one of the cars, we should line up on Mark 5. Our Mark 5 is, it's not bad for what it is, front wheel drive, so against the Civic, I think it'll give it a good run, man.
Definitely a good run, yeah, definitely. Yeah. What's yours running, your Mark 5?
It's about just under 400 braking now.
Yeah.
It's not even far off the Porsche, I'll be honest. Genuinely, it goes. It's front wheel drive, so you're struggling for traction, and then but once it starts going,
and grips, and it just
I've
goes.
taken it in the Autobahn to 170, so it hits some.
I seen it on Mo Harris's video.
I did see, yeah.
He was like shocked how quick he is.
Yeah, he's a driver as well, man.
I'll tell you what, I'll do a deal. If the Civic, the boosted build is going to be done really soon. Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be on the road this summer, put it this way.
Yeah.
So, if we get a race, if you win, I'll buy you a burger meal.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah? Okay.
Deal, man.
And if I win, you have to buy me.
That's fine, bro. We'll go all out, man.
So, the race is on, man.
The race is on, guys. Watch out. This summer is happening.
So, yeah, man.
So, guys,
off the topic, I know it's his podcast, but I just want to get out there. Who influenced Whipping Excursion, bro?
So, I'll be honest with you. So, generally, this is the reason I started the channel. So, I do accounting, and I'm not enjoying my job. And then my uncle passed away, and that was the turning point of me. I was like, I'm not going to live my life doing something I don't want to do forever. And obviously I watch a lot of podcasts, so I'll be honest with them, like CEO Cast, he had someone called Made You Think, and then he's a content creator for grime and stuff. And then those sort of podcasts sort of inspired me to want my own channel and do something that I enjoy with my own passion. And then obviously what Ricky said, it genuinely resonated with me when he said I can have my own channel and I can get paid for it. And I just thought, why am I not doing this? Why haven't I done this from earlier? And I've always been surrounded by cars. Like, alhamdulillah, I've got a big family and they've got nice cars and stuff. So most summers we're around nice cars, and I just thought, why am I not doing something about this? And
so basically nothing's stopping you right now.
Yeah. There is nothing stopping us.
That's mad.
So yeah, hopefully.
That's crazy. Good stuff, man. Okay. Right. So I've got a question for you, bro.
Okay.
What is the next chapter of Whipping Excursion?
So Whipping Excursion. So obviously we want to be getting with more content creators. We've just started this podcast. You're kind of the second person who I've had Calvin on. He gave us a tour around Binker. Meeting him was it's a really good time. I have time for Calvin. He generally has time for people, and he's a very respectful person, and he actually gave us a lot of advice for YouTube, advice on buying and selling cars, and obviously he's had very humble beginnings, man, and how you see him on camera is how he is in real life. So it's really nice, man. And even meeting Tia Hamza, he's exactly the same as her. He's
down to earth,
just normal bum lad.
No way.
Yeah, I actually seen him on so I went Eid Namaz and actually seen him, gave a Eid hug and stuff. So, but yeah, those experiences were really good. So my aim is to have more people like yourselves on the channel for the podcast, and then I've got a few businesses as well that I want to bring on and show their successes, how they got through their business, how they started their stories, and obviously it's about cars, so we talk about cars on the podcast as well.
Cars are everything for lads.
Yeah, for lads, it's a big thing for us, man. Growing in Birmingham, all we know is cars, I'll be honest with you.
Birmingham is racing.
It's a racing capital, everyone knows that. But yeah, so that's the plan, and then obviously we want to start our own drift project.
Whoa!
So that's the next car we want to hopefully get on the channel. The Mark 5, we want to take that around track. So I built that for track races. So we are hoping we might be going to Jamie's track day in Silverstone. So we've
you're gonna go there?
I am thinking about it. Yeah, I've got something else booked, but I'm just hoping it doesn't clash on the dates. If it doesn't clash, then we'll be going to that. But that's gonna go on track days, and the Porsche, we've got a few modifications we want to do to the Porsche.
That's gonna be a big one, man.
Yeah. But obviously, we'll see, people see it on the channel, so So this is just a finish-off question for the podcast before we go into the tour.
Yeah.
So what do you see as success in life, just as in general? What does success mean to you?
It's a big one. It's a very big one. I think, like I said, being a person that, a man of God, I just feel like everything is secondary. First and foremost, my faith with the Lord Almighty is number one. So
100%.
definitely, and the worldly things come secondary. So, but the success of being a believer is to do your best in this world, which means I should give 110% in YouTube, 110% in my work, 110% in my characteristics, be respectful, be nice, do good influence, and to me, giving back to the people, it is all success.
Yeah.
And so if I can meet all those guidelines, then to me it's a success in this life and hereafter. If that's what the Lord wants for us, then that's what we're going to be. If that's what we need to achieve, that's what we need to do. So that
totally
to me
agree.
is success.
I feel like you're being successful now as you are, man. And inshallah you get much more successes, man.
Like I said, there would be no success if we're not giving back to the people. And so
100%,
if we're
I agree.
inspiring, motivating, and constantly bringing out peace and happiness towards people, that is success.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah.
No, man, I appreciate this. Appreciate you coming onto the podcast. And
You're welcome, bro. You're welcome.
that's it. Guys, let's go and this is the main bit for the car people now. Let's go have a look at all the cars and let you explain how many cars you got left out of the 35 cars and what you're doing with each one.
I
of
always
them.
wanted to say this, but welcome to the humble abode. So,
Quincy, let's have a tour of the garage, man.
come on, bro. Humble abode. Right.
This is a gem car, this is.
It is, man. It is. Guess what car it is?
Come on. Is that a Supra?
It's a Supra, bro. It's a Supra.
You don't see none of these around, man. Mark 1 Toyota Supra.
That's the one, man.
Rare car, this is.
I know. I haven't even released it on the channel yet.
Oh, really? Oh, so this is one of the exclusive cars.
Proper. Definitely. It's going to come on the channel soon. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm trying to get rid of the small projects first, because I know these are, like, to me, it's a big one.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like you have a lot of work on your hands with this one. Is it running?
Yeah, it runs,
Oh,
starts
running.
and drives, yeah.
Okay.
I could probably start it. Could, if you want to see it started, it depends.
Well, let's start. Go, we don't need to.
This one I'll start.
Yeah,
This one, just which I'll explain to you. So,
Yeah.
you know, we've had this car, yeah, for about 6 years, yeah.
Oh, you've had it 6 years?
6 years, yeah, 6 years. And throughout the whole YouTube channel, we haven't, like, documented anything yet. So, and I don't want to touch it until most of the small cars have gone.
Okay.
So, because eventually you see, like, you can't even, like, walk around.
Yeah.
So hopefully, when there's, like, a few more cars gone, then
can concentrate on this
yeah,
one.
and I want to make a series of the car.
Yeah,
But,
definitely.
So we had it 6 years. It's a 3-litre natural aspirated.
The natural aspirated Mark 1.
Yeah, automatic. I believe it's called a 7M80 engine code.
Okay.
So it's not a 1JZ like this one,
Yeah.
but 7M80. But we are thinking about doing a 1JZ swap on it.
That'd be crazy in this car because obviously it's not as heavyweight as the newer ones, is it?
Nah. But it's mad though. I actually brought this from a proper old guy as well, and he drove to France with it like 3-4 times.
Oh, no way. So it's
So
actually a
it's,
full working car. Obviously, it doesn't look like that right now, but it is actually a full running car.
Yeah, proper. Yeah, starts, drives.
You're looking
runs.
to restore it like the
So-
same colour and everything.
Yeah, so you know, if you look here, like it looks like proper like bad here, yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing a bit of like T-cut, and look,
The
that's-
red will
that's-
actually
the red
come
will
back out.
So
Yeah.
we have done some trial and error. So when we do drop it on the channel,
Yeah.
we're gonna do a channel where we can see if we
Oh,
can
so you
get
reckon
the
you can
whole car
detail it back and
Yeah.
get the red back in?
basically.
Yeah, that'd be
yeah.
amazing, man.
But it just looks like a mess. All the stuff on there, like you got cat food, you got drink, you got stuff like that. You got stuff in the boot.
So
but-
bad.
Oh, it's sad to see. Like normally, when I did buy this car, it was just parked up, and I thought it's sad to see that car rotting away.
Yeah.
And look what I'm doing; it's rotting away. But hopefully, we're
It's
gonna
indoors, so at least you know what,
Yeah.
it shouldn't be rotting, so you'll be alright, man.
So
But
yeah,
man, I'm looking forward to this project, man.
it's gonna be
Hopefully.
mad. Yeah, we want to get it up for to go for a spin.
Yeah, 100%, 100% we'll take it.
So yeah, man.
So, So move on to the newer version of that car, but in the Lexus form.
Yeah, bro. So
With the Stig helmet.
yeah, so this, yeah, man. I'll keep that special. So, do you know what this is?
Oh no, it's the 1JZ and you put a big turbo on it, haven't you?
Yeah. So this is a Toyota Sora, 1JZ. Talking about big turbo.
Let's have a look underneath, man.
Open the bonnet.
Oh wow.
Bang.
That looks naughty, that does.
Yeah, what you guys did on the light? We got some light in here. Press the
That looks crazy, man.
Bang.
We need that engine in the E30, man.
And also, like, you know when they say about light, I'm gonna show you guys something. Yeah. Yeah. You know, it was a woman's car. You know.
Oh really?
A woman did this.
No way.
Yeah. What? Are you guys ready to see some light?
Go on, man.
I hope the mic is still working. Pow!
Oh wow.
Get me. Light up the place.
That's it.
So yeah, man. So so this was a woman that had it before, and it was up north, and she would take it to it was called. That's it. It's called York Raceway, where she was building it as a drag car in York Raceway. Yeah, she put the big turbo on. Yeah, but it wasn't running correct. It wasn't tuned or anything.
Oh, okay.
And then when they closed down the track, York Raceway, because someone died on a drag strip.
Oh no
Someone
way.
died, and so they shut it down because of that. And so there's nowhere that you can do it anywhere local up north. So they put it for sale.
Okay.
I had a Subaru Impreza at the time.
Yeah.
And I swapped it for this.
Oh, fair enough.
Straight swap. And it was a no-brainer for me because 1JZ's
And it's had the main work done to it, man.
literally. So the engine's completely stock. 1JZ.
Yeah.
They're capable of 600 brake with stock internals.
Yeah.
But it's got a Garrett turbo bolted on. It's got operated injectors. It's got what can I say now? Bigger operated intercooler.
Yeah.
It's got a straight 3-inch downpipe from the turbo going straight to the back. And so when we got it tuned by Sam. What's that guy's name? The guy who tuned it. Dale. Yeah. So we got it mapped by Dale in Stafford, and it made a healthy to the limit 400 brake because of the auto box. Auto, I know.
Need a manual one of these to drift it nicely and everything.
Yeah, that was the plan. But to get a gearbox, they're like literally like 4 or 5 grand just for the gearbox.
Do people put the ZF gearboxes in these? I've seen them do it on the Supras and even
I've seen it, but I'll be honest, I don't have much experience with that stuff. So I feel like if I'm gonna get it and something goes wrong, I don't feel it. But it is something that.
But it is a good option because obviously ZF box is a really good gearbox, and obviously with that power, it'd be nice to have that in there.
Might have to look into that.
Yeah.
Good shout.
Yeah, definitely. So guys, we made a schoolboy error and we recorded in time-lapse mode, so yeah, we're still learning. Here we have Hoodstig going through his K20 conversion on the Civic with the turbo, and just giving us an insight. It is a full-on track car. It's got plastic windows inside. The interior is fully roll caged, bucket seats, complete plastic windows on the sides. But yeah, this car is a monster. Once he completes it in the summer, we're obviously gonna have a race with the Golf Mark 5. This should be around 400 bhp as well. So, and they're both front wheel drive, so it'll be an interesting race. But this was one of my favourite cars from his showroom, and yeah, you can't beat a boosted Civic. And it's gonna be running 400 brakes, so it's madness. It's like tin can and beans boosted. But yeah, guys, watch out. We still continued on time-lapse mode, but got shown the legendary Skyline R33, 710 bhp. What a motor. In real life, this car just looks sick, I'll be honest. It's a JDM dream car to have. And guys, yeah, so hopefully we will have a lot more content with Hoodstig himself. We'll feature this on our channel once he has it out for the summer. It'll be a hell of a car. Here's me trying to get in big lad into the Skyline with the roll cage and the bucket seat. I managed to make it in. It was pretty comfortable once I got in. It was a full racer mode car with the quick shift gearbox, and yeah, full racer mode car. I wonder what this would be like. Sandford or somewhere. But yeah, it was a task getting out, but I got out. I made it out the car, and happy days. But yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and watch out for the content in future. And have a good one, guys. Signing out.
Whipping excursion.